farmer's workshop. That workshop is pretty strong. Let's see how they'll do. Humph, a bunch of brainless idiots. Let me show you how this game is meant to be played. Come out. So, we're allowed to use our skills to help pull out the sword. I get it. It's like how thieves can use items like bombs to create a knockback force. In other words, we have to be creative and versatile with our skill usage. Humph, you'd better be thankful for my demonstration. Obtained Torchfire X3230. I get it now. So, that's how you do it. It's exactly as I thought. Then, we mages have nothing to fear. If that's the case, there's nothing to worry about. With that burst of inspiration, the teams that followed finally obtained positive results. Obtained Torchfire X1887, obtained Torchfire X66, obtained Torchfire X1232. Obtained Torchfire X936, obtained Torchfire X4566. The competition became a spectacular display of how players of all types would draw out the sword. Meanwhile, there was very little disparity in the final scores. Until that woman stepped up. Let's take a good look at what that vamp will pull this time. It's my turn. Woohoo. Can't top that. A feast for the eyes. No. You're not gonna look. Cut it out. Oh. Could it be that you were beaten by her somehow? How humiliating. I'm afraid I'll be at a disadvantage until I know what she's capable of. I prefer to be passive. Say. How will she draw the sword out? I think she's probably going to use spells to force it out like the previous mages have. How else can a mage do it? It's got to be spells for sure. Everyone, look. She's not heading towards the gate. What's she up to? Captivating melody. A special succubus skill. Use a bewitching voice to mesmerize nearby units. Mesmerized units will be momentarily dazed and heed the orders of the caster. Should the mesmerized units receive any form of attack, the spell will break. Note. Females are immune to this skill. Are there any big guys out there who are willing to help this little temptress out? I'll do it. I'm the strongest. Pick me. Even my brains are made of muscle. I'll go. I'll go. Me. Me. Temptress, pick me, bully me, play with me, I beg you. Everyone's passionate. I'll give you my thanks. Well, then do your best, everyone. Leave it to us. I just knew she wasn't going to do it properly. Don't worry, Lady Temptress. Under my lead, we will not disappoint. Am I right? Yeah. I'll leave it to you, then. Do your best. Is she even allowed to do this? She's not drawing the sword out herself. She hasn't broken any rules. That's clever of her. She's got both use your strength and skills. And no restrictions to the methods that can be used. Down pat. We.ve not let her down. So. Tired. How am I going to draw the sword out later? That's the biggest sword we've seen so far. I'm drained. Thanks to everyone's efforts, Whitebone Temptress set a new record with a score of 8,321 Torchfire. This result caused a huge uproar. Following Temptress, Bloody Lion Zengo of Thousand Autumns stepped forward. Taba Zengo, one of the best players of the Swordmaster class. I wonder what he'll pull. TCH. It's that hateful jerk. It's rare for a player of that level to appear in public like that. Yeah. Let's pay attention and see if we can learn anything from him. What's he doing? Is he thinking about how he's going to pull it out? TSK. And here I thought this was going to be difficult. I've lost interest now. Ha. What's he talking about? Did he say it's not difficult? Then, why doesn't he draw? Swords or blades, they're all the same. Wow. What a powerful current. Why does it suddenly seem like we're in some sort of fantasy setting? This current. So, the rumors were true. What kind of skill is that? Ever since he was young, Taba Zengo had an exceptional affinity with all sorts of weapons, especially blades. The Taba family are renowned swordsmen. He's already been hailed as the successor of the Taba family at such a young age. What everyone takes delight in talking about is Taba Zengo's terrifying grasp on blades. There are even rumors that say that after becoming an awakened, the young Zengo has already reached the state of sword-blade resonance. You sure know quite a lot about him. Sword-blade resonance. I thought that kind of thing only appeared in cultivation novels. I guess it's an actual thing now. The weapons are shaking. It feels like my weapon is going to be sucked in. Mine too. Just what kind of skill is that? To me, drawing a sword is the same as drawing a blade, and vice versa. With this sort of difficulty, all I have to do is use a little of my chi on the blade, and that's not a sword. It's a blade. He didn't even have to draw. And the blade is out. He's powerful enough to influence what comes out. He truly deserves his reputation as Bloody Lion Zengo. I still have to get more of that torch fire to drop. I've got a mission at hand, after all. System prompt. Obtained torch fire X16920. That's twice as much as Temptress. That's crazy. If you add that up, Thousand Autumns is now back on top of the torch fire rankings. Taba Zengo. There's still so much more to him that has yet to be seen. I've yet to see the real meaning behind that nickname, Bloody Lion. Heh. I'm really looking forward to crossing swords with him. After Taba Zengo's spectacle, the rest of the players were rather dull in comparison. It wasn't until Student Inch of Divine Chamber stepped up that there was something interesting to see. With his frightening strength and the tremendous force created from his skills, he managed to score an impressive amount of 10,348 torch fire. The other warrior scored a somewhat average score of 5,311, and Divine Chamber's total tally was set in stone. Following another wave of players with their variety of scores, it was the most anticipated duo's turn. Do you think our guild can turn it around and take first place? Hey. As expected, Thousand Autumn's ability is still as terrifying as usual. It's not that I'm looking down on the Vice Guild Master and the other guy. But this round is going to be tough for an archer and thief duo. Judging from the performance of those classes previously, the outlook isn't that great. Yeah. Besides, that sword master from Thousand Autumns is really way too strong. Ling Su, Thousand Autumns is indeed undeniably strong. Also, Divine Chamber didn't send their real pros this time. I'm sure you've realized that yourself. While I'm not too concerned about the results of this competition, I'd like to see how you'll tackle this, Ling Su. I'll go first. You can use this time to think about your plan. Watch me. I'll secure our position with a high score. As expected of our cool Vice Guild Master. You're so cool, Sister Coco Lee. Do your best, Coco. You're the best. As a female player among the pros, Coco Lee is pretty popular. I'll do as I envisioned. I'll fire an arrow with a sturdy rope attached into the dimension. Then use a summon arrow. Might of Mammoth Summon Arrow, there it is. Vice Guildmaster Coco Lee's specialty, summon arrows. I'll use the summon arrow's strength to draw out the sword. It's out. Amazing, Sister Coco. I'll treat this sword as my arrow. And with the burst damage from my bow and arrow. Summon arrow Might of Mastodon. I've used the strength-based skills I've got. System prompt. Obtained Torchfire X9621. I've done my best as an archer, Ling Su. Roger. I've taken a liking to this Vice Guildmaster. Sure enough, girls are pretty good too. That was pretty good. If it wasn't because of her class, she might have scored higher than student inch with that blow. I'm so full of anticipation. What would a thief like him do to draw the sword? Next up, it's Ling Su who I'm more interested in. Give it your all, Ling Su. Let's get first place for Stillwaters. Humph, you'd better not disappoint me, Ling Su. Don't worry. Ever since they announced the rules of this round, I've been rehearsing how I'll draw the sword in my mind umpteen times. Ling Su, will you bring us another miracle? Finally, it's that thief. I wonder how he'll do. Will he be able to surpass 1,000 autumns? Surpass 1,000 autumns, huh? I think that's impossible. The thief class has had the worst performance so far. Besides, the opponent is the pro sword master, Taba Zengo. The thieves before me have tried all sorts of methods, but their results have all been poor. However, if you ask me, drawing a sword out is just all about momentum. Ever since I was reborn, my goal is to be number one, and that means number one in everything. With the belief that if I can't do it, who can? I'll make everyone look up to me. Ichem. Is he just gonna pull it out like that? And here I thought he'd do something special. If he's only using his strength as a thief. I'm afraid. Indeed. Those who aren't warriors lack the fundamental understanding of swords. Ah. That was easier than I thought. It's just so ordinary. Looking at the size of that sword. It doesn't seem any stronger than the ones the other thieves pulled out. How disappointing. I'd thought he was our secret pro or something. If that's really the sword he's using, there's not much else to see here. No way, Ling Su. That thing of yours is too small. To think I had expectations for him. Ling Su, you. Ha ha ha. Isn't that sword way too weak? Emicham. Indeed, even I can't bear to look at it any longer. In that case, let me send it back to the forge to be remade. He shoved it back in. Damn. You can do that. What's this thief up to this time? Master, as far as I know, there is only one sword that befits your glorious self. Your command has been properly received, Master. Not just us, but this very world has heeded your call. This 15. And will give you strength. What's going on? This sudden burst of wind. A sword aura. The sword he's drawing out has a sword aura. That kind of frightening force is only obtained when a sword's rank has reached terrifying heights. Just what on earth is he pulling out? Master, this is the ultra-great sword that the ruler of humanity, Casfado, conquered the world with, no matter what it is. I'll drag it out all the same. Sword Heaven's Ward. Casfado, the human race's capital. It's named after the very ruler who led the human race to conquer the vast lands they own today. It's a colorful piece of Heavensland's history that's so long back in the past that only a few who have taken an active interest in the lore know about. Back then, with his trusty great sword, Heaven's Ward, the mighty Casfado the Great, who was like an expansive mountain range, was the human race's strongest power. In an epic-making gesture, that massive figure was an existence that was akin to God. Later, Casfado the Great was dubbed the Giant King, and the Great Sword, Heaven's Ward, became the symbol of the ruler. Being in the presence of the sword is as good as being in the presence of the Emperor, and all orders are to be obeyed. The moment Ling Su drew the great sword, the bustling streets of the human capital began to undergo changes. What's wrong with the NPCs? Is there something in the sky? The NPCs are all kneeling. What the hell did he draw? How can he swap swords? He's cheating, right? He's just a thief. How is he drawing that sword with so much more momentum than all the other classes? What is that? Isn't this a bit too over the top? System prompt. Mission update. Questline, A King's Journey, is now open. Congratulations on igniting the soul of the Giant King. You are one step closer to the status of the glorious one. You will be granted a series of rewards. Discover the effects of these rewards for yourself in the course of the game. Please continue to search for clues and the guardians of the past. Your path to glory continues. System prompt. Current number of guardian followers. 1 Knight of the Glorious. Progression to unlocking the badge of the glorious. 30. Congratulations on obtaining the hidden title. The Crownless King. Your prestige among the human race has been immensely enhanced. System prompt. Congratulations on obtaining the summon-type weapon. Great Sword Heaven's Ward. Congratulations on obtaining the Heavensward exclusive skill. Earth Shatterer. Congratulations on obtaining the permanent passive skill. Blessing of the Giant King. System prompt. Congratulations on obtaining the active skill. The King's Majesty Rise. I seem to have randomly triggered something somehow, but it's really of great help. That great sword is rising in the air. It seems like it's being lifted by something or other. I think the current me is capable of controlling this sword. I can't believe. Someone's actually capable of achieving man-sword resonance. Of this level. It's simply wonderful. What an opponent he'll be. Ling Su. Man-sword resonance and man-blade resonance refer to the highest level of mastery for those who walk the path of the sword and the blade in the real world. It's a mental state that occurs when man and weapon reach a certain level of tacit understanding. Come, let me take a look at what this big guy is capable of. Is this an earthquake? Holy shit. What is going on? The light from the impact has covered up the entire camera lens. Can the director switch to a camera from another angle or something? We.re getting an image. That.s. He cleaved the entire stone gate into pieces. Ling Su. The door.s gone. No. The entire zone.s gone. This sword gives a pretty satisfying swing. Now, let.s take a look at my score. Score. System prompt. As the stone gate has been destroyed, the score has been nullified. Torchfire obtained. Ling Su. What the hell? Well. You seem to have swung too hard, master. I don't know where you got that ultra-flashy manhwa skill. But how are we going to play if you break the game.s infrastructure? This thief. He.s amazing. System prompt. As the stone gate has been destroyed, the game is currently running repairs. Teams who have yet to go, please patiently wait for the stone gate to be restored. Ling Su really broke the game just like that. System prompt. Thank you for your patience. He.s 500 cute. Get back here, Ling Su. Let.s see how you.ll explain this to the guildmaster. Damn. I didn't expect things to turn out like this either. You.re really full of surprises, Ling Su. Let go. That scared me. Thank goodness it was 0 points. Phew, thank God. Divine Chamber 1.t look that bad, then. Thanks, Ling Su. You.re a real good guy. And so, Ling Su, who everyone had their eye on, ended the competition with a gaffe like that. Today's hot topic. First place when it comes to momentum, but 6th in the end. The blunder of the dark horse thief. This dog lost everything on betting that thief would get first place. I wonder how that thief.s last / was graded. I am the poor schmuck who bet his entire fortune on the thief. I heard that thief drew swords twice. Any big-brained folks wanna explain it to me? In the end, Nebulous ranked 6th place in this competition. Alright. Don.t be mad. Looks like he's really not used to this kind of competition. As for Ling Su. He was able to escape the angry Coco Lee who wanted to drag him back to Nebulous after the competition ended. That bastard. He actually slipped away without a trace. Especially that last round, he must be feeling bad about that himself. Why this all of a sudden? However, U.VE ascertained it, right? Now, do you think Ling Su.S the best choice? At first, I thought someone who is overly unpredictable like Ling Su is not suitable for the position of Guildmaster. After all, I thought a mature and cautious person like you is a better fit. I am a little happy to be suddenly complimented by you. How rare. However, perhaps, a person who is as unpredictable as Ling Su is exactly the kind of person to have unlimited potential. I will support your decision. It's just that. He doesn't seem to be ready yet. That's no problem. I'll just wait for him to bring it up with me himself, then. I believe it won't be long. Sure enough, attracting so much attention isn't anything good at all. I won't be able to return to the guild anytime soon. It should be fine with Guildmaster Stillwaters. I have to find a way to test out these newly obtained skills. As much as I'm looking forward to that, it will have to wait for next time. It's time to log off. System prompt. You have received a message from little Ryuko. This little guy must be here to ask about that last /2, I guess. Message preview. Brother Ling Su, Tilly's. Seems to have gone missing. Tilly's. Missing. Little Ryuko. Brother Ling Su, Tilly's. Seems to have gone missing. Ling Su. Tilly's. Missing. Little Ryuko. A few days ago, she suddenly told us she had something to take care of that night. So she wasn't able to run dungeons with us. Little Ryuko. I didn't ask Sister Tilly's what happened, but she told me she had to handle something personal, and that it wouldn't take too much time. She also said she would message us the next day. Little Ryuko. But I haven't received any news from her in the past few days. Judging by her status, she hasn't been online for a while either. This isn't like her. So, I decided to tell you. She went off to handle something personal a few days ago and has never logged on since. What's there to worry about? Little Ryuko is just making a mountain out of a molehill. She probably just has something tricky to deal with in real life. A few days ago, a female battle mage. There is indeed some resemblance. Wait a minute. Don't tell me that battle mage was Tilly's. The real world. The weather's gotten cold. I heard that a typhoon's coming. Is this rundown building gonna be okay? I can't believe they let us go after locking us up for 2 days, and that all of us are back here. It's not like there's anywhere else to go. It was Sis who brought us here way back then. Sis, she. Sure enough, you're all still here. Our big Sis's game ID. That's right. What's her in-game ID? Once I know that, I'll be able to confirm if that was Tilly's or not. We only got to know her through a combination of various circumstances. Well, she has never mentioned it to us before. Speaking of which, back then, all of us here had planned to team up and travel together to the military base for the assessment for the Awakened. Then, we ran into Big Sis along the way. Even though we're older than her, her sense of duty moved us. That's right. It's precisely because of her that we chose to stand on the side of the rebels. I still remember the words she said. We Awakened are the world's hope for the future. How can they segregate us by our levels just like that? There's no way I'd stoop to being a dog for the military. What she wanted was a fair and just world. A world of love and peace. So, she wanted to gather the rejected Awakened to revolt against these despicable acts of the government. On the night when things went down, she even said something along the lines of not wanting to leave her comrades in the game hanging, as she had only given them the excuse that she was handling some personal affairs. I never would have thought. Someone with such a strong sense of justice, and who treasured her friends so much, would become like this. That the military actually taking care of personal business. Wasn't that exactly what little Ryuko told me? No way. Perhaps she was indeed too naive. As long as it's the human race, there's bound to be self-interest, personal gain, temptations, scheming, and other such things within all large groups. Even if there wasn't any group that's categorizing people into boxes like that in the beginning, a human heart is a complex thing. There will always be those who target people who are weaker than themselves, and there will always be those who force the weaker ones to a dead end. This reality, along with the evolution of our thoughts over time, would eventually become a form of a caste system. In the end. So, it's impossible for that fair and just world of love and peace your big sis spoke of to exist. What is fair and just? Has always been something that's obtained with power, hasn't it? Isn't that what you've all been doing yourselves? With a power that's even stronger than our big sis, you're selling yourself to the military in exchange for your version of fairness. What gives you guys the right to send our big sis to the guillotine? Because you have greater power than us. Are you allowed to decide our fate simply because your level is higher than ours? What pretty words. What about you? Using what you call power to decide if others get to live or die. How's this system different from those tyrannical dictators? All of us here are awakened who used to want to join the military. But we met Big Sis, who helped us understand that fairness is not something that should be gained with power alone. That is why the N.O. Avengers was born. We will tell the world that the power created by Heavenland is not the New World Order. Kid, you may be strong, but you're still too green. If you came here because you feel sorry and want to do something, let me tell you this, Big Sis once told me that her family home is at a certain dojo. The School of Swiftness and Strength. This should be it, right? Our dojo's not doing well anymore. The doors are tightly shut when it's still daytime. A dojo. That explains Tilly's talent for close combat. If that battle mage really is Tilly's, then what should I do? Perhaps those 5 have a point. This time, I'll forget it. No matter what, I have to first confirm her identity. Excuse me, who are you looking for? Ah, hello. Does this dojo happen to have someone who goes by Tilly's in Heavenland? Ah. May I know who you? I'm. Well. A friend. I guess we can be considered friends, right? A friend, huh? I see. In that case, please enter. Please excuse me. This place looks expensive. This kind of style would cost a fortune now. Ah. To look for her now. What was I thinking? Hang on. Little lad, you said you're Tilly's friend. Is that right? Yes. We got to know each other in the game. In that case. How did you know about this place? Was this something she told you in the game? As well. Lies. Identify yourself. What's your purpose for infiltrating our School of Swiftness and Strength? What do you mean? Milady is not one who would reveal this type of information in a game. Not bad. Milady. So, this really is where she lives, huh? Ah, I let it slip. That's none of your business. You look like. This is really where Tilly's lives. So, identify yourself. Tell me the truth. That's the stance of a practitioner of martial arts, all right. Tell me. I told you, we're friends. Don't get the wrong idea. What swift movements. He even used one hand to take on the strike I unleashed with my awakened powers. That's enough, Uncle Quan. Yes, milady. Milady. That's the Tillies in the real world. Uncle Quan, this person is my friend. Ling Su, let's talk in my room. Phew. Fortunately, she's not that female battle mage. Tillies. This really is your room. Right. Yeah. What about it? Ah. No, it's nothing. The Tillies I know in the game is a cool person who's always tight-lipped about her personal information. I never would have imagined that her room in the real world would be such a stark contrast with her in-game image. There are even plushies on the bed. Do all girls like hugging plushies when they sleep? So, you're white-haired, just like your in-game avatar. How did you find this place? It's not a bad image, though. It's a long story. Let's just say I managed to find this place with the help of a few marvelous individuals. Marvelous individuals. I received a mission a while ago. In the end, I assisted the military in capturing a female battle mage, who's an awakened. Well, some of the information matched your description, so I was worried if it was you. But thank goodness it wasn't you. Otherwise, I wouldn't know what to do. Even though it wasn't me, I'm still pretty damn frustrated. I didn't expect it was your doing. The one who's been captured is my elder sister. No way. My sister's name is Jia AI. She ran away from home 3 years ago. Hang on. I'm still processing this information. Even though she's been gone for 3 years, we've always been in contact with each other. My sister has always been someone with very strong opinions, so falling out with family was just a matter of time. She fell out with your family. What happened? As a martial arts family, our family, the School of Swiftness and Strength, has always been cooperating with the military. To put it simply, our family provides the military with martial arts coaching and related support. We would even send our members to help out with particularly dangerous missions. In return, the family receives generous benefits and protection. We can even use our connections to get the workshop to make everything go right for us in Heavenland. However, this is undoubtedly unacceptable to someone who values fairness and liberty like my elder sister. In the end, she got into a violent quarrel with our father over this and left the family. I received news of my sister's arrest from some members of the family almost right after it happened. However, my father doesn't seem to want to do anything about it. Even though I did hear about the terrible thing that happened to Tilly's workshop in my past life. I didn't think that the situation of her family in real life would be so complicated as well. That incident. It might happen in this life as well in the future. My father. He's probably decided to abandon my elder sister. I guess he must be thinking about the benefits for the family and their relationship with the military. How cruel. At least, to me, she's a good elder sister. During this time, I've been trying to get close to where my sister is being held, but the security's too tight. I won't abandon her. One way or another, I've managed to acquire the 3D blueprints of 3 nearby buildings. Hey. Don't tell me you're thinking about. Sigh. That's very like her. I'm going to turn those places inside out and save my sister. You know the security is tight, right? So how do you plan to do that? If you're caught, your entire family will be implicated. Don't just stand there and act as if this doesn't involve you. I still remember what you told me just now. My sister was caught because of you. That's why you have to take responsibility for what happens to her. I can't run from this. I'm aware of how dangerous this is. But Ling Su, please, help me. Come with me to save my sister. She doesn't deserve to die for the ideals she pursued. You don't understand, Tillies. I'm the one who carried out that mission. It'll be awkward for someone in my position to help you out. If I get caught, I might have to bear unimaginable consequences. I can't let Gramps get implicated. That's simple. Just don't get caught. With what we're capable of, we definitely won't get caught. It'll be just like in the game. Isn't this what Shadow is known for? Or are you, the captain, doubting your own abilities? Indeed. I've always felt restricted whenever I'm back in the real world. The me in this life is an awakened with a 100 awakening rate. I have the power to make my own choices this time around. It's true that her deeds do not warrant death. What a drag. Forget it. I'll do what I must. Infiltrate. How do you plan on infiltrating? Look at those high walls around the complex. You sure we can infiltrate? Since I'm gonna distract the guards for you, I might as well strike them directly with violence. I've taken care of the security camera and the 2 guards outside. Are you done cleaning up the watchtower? Watch out for the security cameras. Don't show your face. Don't worry, everything's good. I'll be securing the monitor room. There seems to be something wrong with the security cameras. Let's send someone to check up on them. You must find your sister as quickly as possible. Just sleep here for now. I've just looked through all the surveillance tapes in the control room. While I still haven't pinpointed where your sister is being held, my guess is that she should be in the innermost section. Roger. My sister was given the death sentence. So, it makes sense that she'd be kept there. Over there. I can hold the fort for now, but you'd better be quick. You guys, hurry and go chase after him. They've sounded the alarm. I have to hurry. Arg. Over here. There's one more. There are too many of them. I can't. That Tilly's. I can't believe she caused such a ruckus. I accidentally overdid it. Aff. That was close. Grab this. This is the real world. We'll be done for if we. Thanks for that. Fortunately, the 3rd prison wasn't too big. Ling Su and Tilly's destroyed the security cameras and knocked out the guards as they made their way to the innermost section. But as time passed, the 3rd prison entered a state of high alert. Attention. And here I was wondering what's with all that noise when it's so late. It's a prison break, right? Get us out of here too, will ya? Ha ha ha. Hey, there's a prison break over here. Where have all the guards gone? There aren't that many prisoners held here. This cell is much bigger than the others. Sis. It's her. She's right here, Ling Su. I'll get you out right now. It didn't work. It's no use. This cell has been made with a special material. Your attacks won't be enough to destroy it. Then, I'll just keep at it until I blow it to smithereens. Help me. Hurry. What can we do? We're out of time. She's about to lose all consciousness. I'll give it a try. Come, Knight of the Glorious. Amazing. This is my first time seeing someone perform a summon in real life with the impact as if we're in the game. I heed your call, Master. Knight of Glorious, can you open this up for us? Our attacks don't seem to work on it. In that case, I shall bend it open. It is done, Master. He bent it open. The Knight of Glorious power is equivalent to that of a Lord rank summon. Since the cell can't be destroyed, it used its terrifying strength to reshape it. That's pretty smart. I wonder if the Knight of Glorious can be stronger. When I log back in, the Knight will be of great use in my leveling plans. Sis. Hang in there. It's a dummy. We've fallen for their trap. Why did you come? I didn't think you'd be able to get such capable helpers. I've noticed you from when you started lurking around, girly. Warden of the 3rd prison. After some investigation, it seems like you're here for this newly arrived death row inmate. When the higher-ups transferred this inmate here temporarily, I never thought I'd catch her allies so easily with such a simple trap. Bastard. He used my sister as bait. Looks like she's been discovered long ago. Those 3 behind him should be the moving armored soldiers who are famous for their superb defense skills. Heh, thanks a bunch, death row inmate. I'm now one step closer to my promotion. While they aren't very strong, it looks like it's going to be a pain. Moving armor troops, just stall the two of them. Reinforcements from HQ are on the way. Once they arrive, we've got this in the bag. I'm really curious to find out just who you really are, heh. Idiot. You shouldn't have come. Guess it can't be helped. You go on ahead, Ling Su. I'm extremely grateful to you for helping me get here. You don't need to be involved in this. I'll handle the rest myself. You'd better repay me properly later. You're still talking about something like that at a time like this. Listen up. Grab your sister and get out of here within the next minute. What are you talking about? I'd initially planned on testing out this skill in the game and fully understanding it before using it. I never thought I'd be using this in real life first. A weapon summon. I can't believe he's able to summon a weapon of this size. Go. Target, unidentified awakened. Leave those armored troops to me. Grab your sister and go on ahead first. We'll reconvene outside. All right. Here I come. A fire elemental battle mage. Run. Seems like I've underestimated you lot. Why did you come? Don't you know how dangerous this is? Let's talk after we get out. You think you can take away a prisoner just like that? Watch out. Behind you. An awakened. Where do you think you are? I'm not your average small fry, fool. As long as I'm here, there will never be any records of prisoners escaping. Since you've come, don't even dream about getting out of here. Let me show you our military's might. Let me go. I'll take care of you first, then hunt down that other rat. Working together to use both ranged and melee attacks simultaneously, huh? That's indeed the most effective way to suppress an opponent. He's absorbing our attacks. However, I don't have time to waste with the likes of you. My friend needs me. Get out of my way. What? I didn't expect that a light swing like that would be so powerful in the real world too. The power of this sword is like nothing I've ever imagined. I'll have to spend more time in the game to uncover your full potential. Give her back. You chain-loving fetishist. Humph, can you fight as well as you talk? As expected from a girl. You're just not strong enough. Try this on for size. This is bad. I still can't fully manifest my powers in the real world. Seems like I'll still have to train more to stabilize and increase my power. Looks like your awakening rate is not there yet, huh? You're just a paper tiger, heh. I've seen tons of people like you, who think you're invincible after becoming an awakened. Plenty have been defeated by my iron fists too. You and that ally of yours will also end up as my prison trophies. Another ambush, huh? Is that all you rats know? A mental fortification no matter. Too bad for you, fear-type skills don't work on me. I've gotten what I wanted. I got it. So, you were after my chains, huh? I'm sure you're aware of the price of assisting a prison break. What awaits you are even more chains. Is that so? That sounds like a headache. Who's calling me at a time like this? That's... But... Understood. I'll give you 1 minute. Get out of my sight. They don't seem to be giving chase. What on earth is going on? Just who exactly is he? It's that phone call. You can ask for the details from him. I won't stay any longer. I'll be going on ahead. Hope you can be on time for our next meeting in the game. I'll explain it all after we get out of here. It's you. You arrested me and now you're rescuing me. Are you messing with me? Explain. Hey, explain. It's a long story. Let's get out of here first. Perhaps you should stop by my place right now. Care for a glass? I don't drink. MHM, that's right. One has to keep a clear head at all times to keep from making any missteps. That phone call the warden received, you're the one who made it, right? This is grape juice. Something to keep the hunger at bay. I'd been notified the moment you barged in through the main entrance. You've underestimated the military's intelligence network. My reason for doing so is complicated, and it's hard to explain. Now that I'm here, what are you? The military's intelligence network is far more efficient than I'd imagined. I'll gladly accept any form of punishment, but I can't implicate Gramps in this. The reason is complicated. Won't fly here. You only got away because this had happened in an area within my jurisdiction. If someone else were to be in charge of dealing with this, you wouldn't be as fortunate. Even if you're strong, the current you will not be able to escape the military's pursuit. At least, they can make your loved ones pay. Then, why did you help me? Because of the value you bring to the table. TCH, how blunt. I'm not a fan of beating around the bush. An insignificant rebel army is at best something the military can deal with by simply following the prescribed procedures. I think it's worth doing you a favor. But an awakened, with unlimited potential, am I really that important? Why me? I'm sure the military has recruited quite a number of powerful awakened already, right? You have to understand that you're of vital strategic importance to us. I hope you can focus your efforts on how to make yourself stronger. However, Brother Ling Su, I hope you'll think twice before taking similar actions against the military from now on. Before the military truly needs you, become even stronger. Brother Ling Su, I'd called you here specifically so that I can get your attention on this matter. Be it Heavenland or the Awakened, the reasons for their existence are not as simple as you think. Now, off you go, Ling Su. We need you to become stronger. You'll understand why in due time. Before they truly need me. They want me to become stronger so I can become a better tool in their arsenal, huh? Heavenland and the Awakened. Seems like there's more to them than meets the eye. Gramps, I'm home. You're back, Ling Su. You haven't eaten, right? Home-cooked food sure smells good. This might be the true reason for becoming stronger. By the way, Ling Su, a man with a hat dropped by today. He claimed to be a colleague of yours. He said we can move out anytime, and asked us to get prepared. Did you arrange for this? It must be that guy. Looks like we really are going to move. Awesome. MHM, I did. Don't worry, they'll take care of everything. Tillies. Hey, you left in such a hurry that I didn't get to thank you. We'd agreed that if you help rescue my sister, I'll grant you one request. Whatever it is, I'll do it as long as it's within my power. Feel free to come to me when you decide on what you want. We can meet either in the game or in real life. That's all. I'd only mentioned that on a whim. I didn't think she'd take it so seriously. Now that this is over, it's time to focus my attention back to the game. The target is to become the strongest in every aspect. From that last Torchfire dungeon, I can tell I really need to do some leveling. I have to get a better understanding of the skills related to the Badge of the Glorious as well. Alright. Sure enough, everyone's levels shot up rapidly after being promoted. The highest level on the level ranking board is level 62 now. Level 62. Participating in the Torchfire dungeon has caused me to lose quite a bit of time. I'm now level 42. The faster I level up, the faster I get to reap greater rewards. It looks like I have no choice but to go to that place. I didn't plan on going there. Heavenland's 100-story training tower. It's a special location that's only unlocked after promotion. It was created with the intention of providing a place for players who are not good at running dungeons to level up. Only players who are below level 60 are allowed to enter. There are 100 floors in total. Players must start from floor 1 and climb up from there. Also, if you die, you'll have to start from the beginning again no matter how high up you've gotten. There are different monsters on each floor. The EXP from the monsters on the lower levels would be too little for me now, though. Leveling this way would be too inefficient. So I've never considered going there. But right now, what I need is a place where large numbers of monsters are gathered. Firstly, I need to test out my current skills. Secondly, from what I've heard in my previous life, not only will you be able to gain more EXP the higher you get, but you'll also be able to obtain powerful skills as rewards. Even though it's rather time-consuming, I'm really curious as to how far I can go, and what kind of rewards await me. As always, this place is flooded with players. So many of them are in teams. Training tower landing. I'm going solo, of course. It may be more efficient to clear floors with a team, but the EXP gained would also be equally divided among the team members. What kind of brainless person would choose solo mode? Listen, the only option for this tower is the team mode. After all, the difficulty level shoots right up after level 20. There's no way for a solo player to survive in there. Only an idiot would pick that option. Brainless idiot, take a look at the other players when you go in and you'll see. Those who go in solo all end up dying miserably. Tower's best record floor 68 team mode time taken to clear floor 68, 54 minutes. Indeed, just look at the record tablet. Beside the tower. The highest anyone's gotten to is floor 68. And it was done in a team. It's a shame that the names of the players aren't shown. Otherwise, we'd be able to ask them for some tips. Do you even need to wonder about that? It must be a team from one of the top 5 guilds. 68 floors, that's really impressive. The highest I've gotten to was floor 20, and that's only because there was a healer. Floors, huh? Interesting. I'll be the one to break this record. Hey, did you hear what that idiot over there said? He said he's going to break the record. Ha ha ha. Solo mode teleportal. Sigh, there are tons of these dum-dums who go on and on all day about breaking records. On top of that, this guy's even going solo. Heh, this is the type I was talking about just now, those that end up dying miserably. Let's go in too. I wanna see how he'll die and mock him a little when he gets kicked out. Ha ha ha, this place really does live up to being known as the tower where every floor is a different world. It really takes one's breath away. System prompt. Floor 1 monster. Mouthy grass monster. Clear requirement. Kill 300 mouthy grass monsters within 2 hours. Heh, one little brush with my knife and you're gone. System prompt floor 1 progress. 2.300. Ha. I didn't make any moves just now. The badge of the glorious. System prompt. Large numbers of monsters have been detected in your surroundings. Permanent passive skill, Blessing of the Giant King, has been activated. I see. That's how Blessing of the Giant King is activated. That's very helpful. System prompt. Effect. Any monsters that come within a 1-meter radius to you will receive a certain amount of damage. Damage dealt will be based on your level and stats. This ability is ineffective against other players. Let's see who the real brainless idiot is here. System prompt. Skill upgrade requirement. Use Blessing of the Giant King to kill 10,000 monsters. The effect's radius will be increased by 1 meter. Hey, don't slack off. Hurry up. You gotta be faster than that. Even though we only need 300 kills, we still have to keep our guard up. TCH, isn't that the idiot we saw at the entrance earlier? Why does he look so relaxed? Doesn't he have to clear mobs too? Yo, it's the guys at the entrance. The solo arena's progress bar is showing 288.300. He's nearly done. That idiot managed to clear the mobs faster than us even though he's alone. How did he do it? I'll take a look at the solo arena's feed. Is that some kind of skill? What's going on? The mouthy grass monsters seem to be spontaneously combusting around him. Since I have nothing better to do, I thought I'd say hi, missing floor progress. 300.300 and take a look at how things are going for you guys. That's none of your business. I dare you to reveal your personal info to let us see just what kind of skills you have. Looks like you've still got quite a bit to work on. Damn it, I really want to send him an aid request right now. Duel request. In certain special areas, a duel request has to be made and accepted before a duel can take place. This is to ensure that the fight is taking place under fair conditions. There's no need for a duel request. We can just see who will climb this tower faster, me in solo mode, or you guys in team mode. Well, that's enough talk. I'm done here. I'll wait for you guys upstairs. Just you wait, thief. He's already done with his 300 kills. We barely have 100. Let's put our backs to it. We can't lose as a team. As expected, floor 1 was a piece of cake. I thought I could have some fun by competing with those guys in team mode. Hopefully, they'll be able to catch up. That will help ignite my fighting spirit. 2. System prompt. You have broken floor 1's record. Floor 1's best clear time. 10 minutes and 36 seconds. Your clear time. 6 minutes and 42 seconds. There's a limit to the difficulty level of the lower floors. Having someone to compete with will keep things from getting boring. System prompt. As you have set a new record, the EXP gain from floor 1 will be increased by 30. This is just floor 1 after all. That insignificant reward is like trying to fill a tanker with a glass of water for someone like me who requires an enormous amount of EXP to level up. Ha! Wow, you're really fast. I watched your floor 1 feed. You're amazing. I just happen to have a skill that's useful for clearing mobs, that's all. You're not in a team, right? That's really something else. You must have set a new record with that speed, right? I'm sure you received a reward for that. May I ask what the reward was? An additional 30 EXP. It's not very useful. He's really friendly, huh? That's true. Your level can't be low, right? After all, like me, you've hidden your level too. It'd be great if you were to get this reward on a higher floor. Well, I'll be going ahead. Let's go together, then. Like you, I'm in solo mode. Ha! Let's go. Who knows what's waiting for us on the second floor? I'm rather looking forward to it. I didn't think there would be someone else running the tower in solo mode too. System prompt. Floor 2 monster. Blood wolf. Clear requirement. Kill 500 blood wolves within 2 hours. It's only the second floor, but the HP of the monsters here has already doubled. But judging by the rate of the HP increase, I'm sure this won't work on the monsters on the later floors. Presently, the passive damage from this protective shield is still enough to one-shot them. Attack power crit rate. In other words, this barrier can't do much against monsters that are around or above my level. According to the system's description, the damage of this skill is dependent on my level and stats. Simply put, this passive skill will only benefit me when I'm in a lower level area. Fine, that's better than nothing. To increase its damage, I have to level up. I'll just walk over to the floor 3 teleportal like that. I'll probably fulfill the clear requirement by the time I get there. System prompt. As you have set a new record, the EXP gain from floor 2 will be increased by 30. Even with the bonus from setting a new record, the EXP of the lower floors are so little that it's pretty much negligible in my leveling plans. I'd better hurry up.